Yes guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be running through how much does it cost to live in Bali in 2026. What I'll do is I'll take you through kind of a normal day of spending here in Canggu, and then I'll also total up sort of my monthly outgoings in terms of, gym membership, rent for an apartment, etc. So let's start off with daily costs, okay? And what I spend on a daily basis. So I'm currently in the gym. I train at Obsidian 2. I got a car here this morning because it's absolutely pissing it down, and that cost me 70k Indonesian rupees. And again, I'll pop conversions up here so you can see how much that cost me. And then upon arriving, I got myself some pre-workout, obviously, because I absolutely love caffeine, and that cost me 50k. Whilst we're on the topic of gyms, I might as well tell you how much it costs to train here at Obsidian 2. Now, bear in mind, Obsidian 2 has a pool, it has a cold plunge, it has a sauna, it has a restaurant, it has an amazing gym. Bear that in mind, okay? It costs me £119, I believe, for the month here. Now, gyms in the UK that have all of this, I believe, cost more. I used to work somewhere which would cost more than this, and you wouldn't get half the value as you do here. So I actually think it's well worth it. Do you have to pay that much in or for a gym here? Absolutely not. You can go cheaper, but if you want, an all singing, all dancing gym, you are going to pay a little bit more of a premium. Now, very quickly, before we get stuck into the video, I need you to do me a quick favour. Make sure that you drop the video a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. It really helps me out. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the Bali content, and it inspires me to continue to make it. So yeah, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Now let's get stuck into a flat shoulders and arms day. Every shoulders and arms day, I always like to start off with lateral raises to get my shoulders nice and warm. And I actually throw in a fair few lateral raise movements because that gives your shoulders that really capped look. And I've always found that essentially spamming them to grows my shoulders. So yeah, I love this bit of kit. Gym Nico side, lateral standing raise. If you've got one of these in your gym, rinse and repeat it. But yeah, we're going to go 3 heavy sets. I can actually max out this machine, so we're going to go 3 heavy sets on here, and then we're just have a bit of fun with it and get a big pump on. My legs are feeling very sore. I ran for the first time in a long time yesterday at a run club. It was actually sick. Didn't get bitten by any dogs, which was a plus. Did get chased by a couple. But yeah, it was actually really, really good. There's another one on Friday, so I'll probably do that one as well. And that, for reference, is free, so you don't need to pay for a run club. That was heavy. Lateral raises officially overloaded. We're now into an overhead press. Unfortunately, I still have to press like an absolute pussy because I'm still struggling with the left shoulder. Still following the same training split of pull, shoulders, arms, legs, rinse, repeat. Can't do any chest, or the chest I can do is very limited, and I can't go heavy, but it is what it is. You see, it's really weird because today my shoulder actually feels all right. Like the other day when I was doing these, I could only do a 20 plate each side. It was sore, but today I've got a 5 on. I'm probably going to whack on another 5 on top of that, so you'll have a 20 and a 10. And then my shoulder will probably flare up after that. That's probably why it never heals. But look, it's just annoying. But like I said, sometimes you got to work with these things and just accept that. Unless I was to have some kind of surgery, I just have to live with this and manage it. your face doesn't look like that when you finish set, are you really working hard enough? That shoulder's boxed off for today. We're now going to crush some triceps and biceps before heading to Health Fuel for breakfast. Going to go for the cream of rice. It's been a long time since I had that. I don't think I've had it since I had Bali belly. So I'm very excited to tuck into that. It is unbelievable. Last exercise of the day, we're going to finish things off with a machine preacher curl, and then it's breakfast time. Now, one of the things that I wanted to speak about before we wrap up this workout is if you are looking to grow your arms, make sure you train them with the same intensity as you would any other body part. The amount of guys who want to grow their biceps, they want to grow their triceps, but they just tag on their arms at the end of, a push to up all day, and they half-ass the effort with them. Train them like you would any other body part, and I promise you, they will grow. We've just ordered up breakfast here at Health Fuel. I got an extra large portion of the black Biscoff cream of rice, which came to £4.93. I'm not sure what the Indonesian conversion is. I've just got up my bank account here, but £4.93 for breakfast. Can you go cheaper? Absolutely, but I still think this is extremely reasonable. It'll have I think around 500 odd calories, around 40 grams of protein, and it tastes absolutely incredible. I've not tried the black Biscoff flavour before, so we'll give it a little taste test. That is just ridiculous. Worth every single penny. Look at the size of it. Unreal. Literally for £4. So good. A very quick turnaround back at the apartment completed. I'm now off to meet Emma for a coffee before we take part in a breath workshop. So very excited for that. I think that cost us £8 each. I will confirm that with Emma when I meet her for our coffee though. Coffee acquired. One of the great things about Bali is that the coffee does not cost an arm and a leg like it does in the UK. If I bought a matcha and a flat white in the UK, you're probably looking at, what do you reckon? £11? Probably £11, yeah. Me and Emma, you look so pale in this lighting. I look like you.
What's the matter?
I look so pale in this lighting. I was going to say, I look like you.
You've lost your tan.
I haven't lost my tan, I'm still tanned. Very quickly, how much was our breathwork class? Because I wanted to pop that on here.
How long?
How much was it? I guessed £8.
It was £8.
There you go. So our breathwork class that we're about to go to after this coffee was £8
and that's
each.
more expensive because it's just one-off session. If you buy 3 sessions, if you buy bulk, it would be even cheaper than that.
So I don't know if that picked up on the mic, but essentially if you were to buy it in bulk, it would be even cheaper than that. So yeah, £8 each for our breathwork session, but if you bought in bulk, it would be cheaper. So that was our breath workshop complete. I think Emma got a little bit of footage which I'll overlay over this.
It might just be me though, I don't know.
Yeah, it might just be Emma. They're a little funny about filming just purely because of the nature of breath work. Didn't want to get anyone else in the background and whatnot, which is fair. But it was good, wasn't it, Em?
Yeah.
That was your first breathwork experience?
Work out where we're going.
Right. That was your first breathwork experience. What did you think?
Yeah, it was weird. I went tingly.
You went tingly?
Yeah, did you?
No, I didn't get any of that. The one that I did in Ibiza was a lot more intense than that.
Oh, is it?
But yeah, it was good. Now it's time for some lunch. Another day, another build your own plate. So, should I tell you what I was thinking halfway through that? Was I really like the breathwork side of things, but when we were like letting go and being all loosey-goosey, basically we had to get up and start shaking around. I felt like, you've not seen it, but there's an episode in Peep Show where Mark and Jez go to like similar things, and at the end the guy's like, some of us here were so Rainbow Rhythms, and some of us definitely weren't Rainbow Rhythms, and I felt like I wasn't very Rainbow Rhythms in that moment.
Yeah, there was a lot of new energy in the room tonight, and some of it was just so Rainbow Rhythms. And some of it was just so not Rainbow Rhythms.
I get it, like you're trying to stimulate your body before you do the breath.
Yeah, and you're trying to release the tension.
I don't think me and you are very like loose people.
I looked at you and you were literally stiff as a board.
I didn't, do you know what? My hands were going numb because I was tapping myself and I was like, ow, my hands are hurting.
Yeah. It was good though, she was excellent. Wasn't she?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Alright, come on, let's order. Just been waiting for Emma for fucking ages so we can go out for dinner. She's literally on the wind up. Haha, of course I'm joking. I've had the laptop. What the hell? Why is it whenever I don't look at my hair for ages, it goes all over again? I've just been sat at my laptop getting a load of work done, and now we're going to go out for some food. Just for reference, we do not go out for food like this every single day. We've kind of gone out a little bit more and done some other things today, just to show you guys sort of the price of things, so you get an understanding of kind of, you know, what things cost here in Bali in 2026. I know I said at the beginning of the video, I'll take you for a, you know, daily spending. This is not normally how it is. Normally we'll have one meal out and that'll be that. You know, that class that we did is literally the second class we've done in the entire time we've been here. Normally for dinner we would have some kind of protein. We've got tuna there, we've got pork in the fridge, but not today. We're going to go to a local warung, which I know Emma is very excited about. So
yeah, as long as you don't get food poisoning, that's fine, because the food is like £2 a meal.
Yeah, but it'll be fine. It'll be lovely. Let's go. What's it called? We are at Warung Apa. I'm actually going to ask what Apa stands for. Not stands for, what Apa means. But look, a beautiful little local Indonesian spot. This is our first proper local place. We've been to our place at our accommodation, which is similar, kind of with the vibes, but this is a proper Indonesian local warung. So I'm very excited to try the local food. It's a lovely spot. Look, I'll just swivel the camera so you can see. Smile, Emma. Whoop. So we both opted for the, what do we get there? Fried rice chicken.
You meant to...
Or the chicken fried rice. This looks like incredible. Let's give it a little taste test. Get some chicken and some rice on the old fork.
With some flavour.
That is unbelievable. Heaps of flavour. You get a massive portion. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And this is literally 35k. So for both myself and Emma's dish, in UK terms, that is £3. Unbelievable. You know, that's not what crackers are for. I don't know who's told you this. This is not what crackers are for.
People eat with their hands.
We are back from what was probably one of our most enjoyable dinners of our trip so far. Would you say that's fair to say, Emma?
What was that, sorry?
Don't worry. That was one of our most enjoyable dinners of our trip so far. The flavours were unbelievable, and for the value as well, it's just ridiculous. Literally, that cost with the 2 Coke Zeros, £4.47. That is unbelievable. Anyway, that rounds up today's video and today's, you know, full day of spending here in Canggu. Now, the grand total for today was £42.52. Now, that is including breakfast for myself, 2 coffees for myself and Emma, lunch for myself and Emma plus drinks, dinner for myself and Emma plus drinks, plus all the transport in between with the go checks, and then also my pre-workout, and there was one more thing, the class as well. I think that is ridiculous value, £42.52 for all of that. And now that is more of an expensive day here in Bali. We will not spend anywhere close to that for the majority of the time we are out here. Obviously we ate at that place called Almond for lunch. That is a little bit more expensive, £13. Again, it sounds ridiculous. That is still very cheap, but you can do it cheaper as you saw from our dinner. So look, that is ridiculous value in my opinion. And I still think Bali is extremely reasonable and very, very affordable. And of course you can do it on the cheaper side of that, or you can go a little bit more expensive and eat out at the more bougie spots. Now, very quickly before we round this video up, I did want to touch upon what kind of my monthly outgoings have been since being here. Obviously, I touched upon the gym, that's £119 for the month. And then this accommodation that we're currently staying in cost us £1,200. Now, we started staying here on the 28th of December and we leave here on the 31st of January. I can't remember off the top of my head what that is per night, but it's pretty damn cheap per night considering we are in a fully serviced apartment with a shared pool. We have cleaners come in every single day, which is unbelievable. And again, you can go cheaper than that for staying over a month somewhere, way cheaper. You can also go more expensive. We've kind of hit the middle ground through the majority of things that we've chosen to do here with regards to accommodation, and of course where we're eating X, Y, and Z. If you did enjoy today's video and you've taken some value away from it, hopefully it's helped you, plan your trip to Bali. And if you've got any questions regarding anything in Bali, okay, myself and Emma have been here now since the 28th of December. Obviously we've only been staying in Canggu. We're moving on to Ubud at the end of the month, which we're both super excited for. But I feel like we've got quite a good understanding of Perenen and the surrounding area of Canggu. So any questions about anything, pop them in the comments down below. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, if you've taken some value away from it, make sure that you drop the video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.